one thing a ain't finna do is I don't even Instagram beef or host a Instagram beefing with a who about to be 40 or something like that, because he lied about his age so much.
Show your face. Show your face, please, with sugar on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. Alright? We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. Alright, now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, on a new episode of It Be Your Own Damn Kids. Listen, y'all, this new generation never ceases to amaze me when it comes to how they are these days. Honestly, growing up due to social media and seeing what it was doing progressively, I always knew that the kids of the future would kind of like be a problem, right? But this is just crazy. And for the biblical people out there, they say we're in the end times due to the disobedience in the kids when it comes to their parents and a whole bunch of other things that's happening in the world today, right? And of course, we don't know when the end of the world is coming, but these are some times that we are living in, y'all, for real. But anyway, today we have Boosie's daughter apparently exposing him for being a bad father after he would take the car back that he bought for her. She went into a whole rant on Instagram about how she feels about him, call him all types of names in the book, ended it off with saying Boosie is no longer her father and she isn't claiming Boosie as her dad as well. Now, she even hints that she can expose a lot more on Boosie and tell the world something they don't know about him, but she's not going to do it right now. Boosie did respond and give us his perspective on why he took the car, and we'll get into all that after going over what his daughter had to say. And then I want to hear what y'all got to say in the comments and let me know how y'all feel about this, because this is crazy. The reason why I say that is because, of course, you got people that's going to be on the daughter's side. However, I just have a different type of respect when it comes to my parents, especially getting on social media, knowing how they could sway all type of narratives. I wouldn't even do that. Like I said, the kids of this generation, they're just totally different. Now, oh, and keep in mind, this isn't the daughter that we all know that goes by the name of Poison Ivy or something Ivy. Alert. This is another daughter that goes by the name of Toriana Hatch. I'm unsure who her mom is, but y'all have to remember that Boosie has about 8 kids. So I'm sure it's kind of hard to put up with, all the kids, mothers, and different children, mother. But it is what it is. That's the life he chose. Now, Tori would take to her Instagram account, actually her story, with a few slides addressing Boosie and why she feels the way that she does. Also posting videos, but in the first of many slides, she will begin saying, quote, "Who gives their daughter a car? Take it back. On top of that, give her a color she don't even like because you're not father enough to remember the little ish about your own daughter. N1gga took the car back just cause I left from ATL to help my mom, who damn near lost her life in a car wreck. But that's y'all favorite rapper though. Laughing emojis. I could really run it how he a B-word. N1gga don't want me to air it out." Now, me personally, I did find it kind of weird that she said it's not even a color, because he don't pay attention to the small details. I get it, what she's trying to say, but at the end of the day, she don't understand how she's coming off. Just because he didn't get a certain kind of color, this man bought you a Benz. All right, for your first car. I don't know if it's her first car, but I'm assuming it's her first car. She was given a Benz. Most teens or whatever, I don't know how old she is, they don't get nowhere near a Benz as their first car. And if it is, it's like second or third or fourth hand, somewhere it's passed down. But she's complaining about the color. That gives me entitlement vibes. That tells me that she's just unappreciative because yes, he may not have, understood the color, but he got you a Benz. But anyway, the next slide, she said, quote, "And that's not my daddy. He don't deserve the title. You a fan or support him? Get the F off my page. I don't F around. Every time I try to give this N-word the benefit of the doubt or give him a chance to be a dad, he F's it up. So yeah, that's no longer my father, dad, daddy, all that ish is dead. Don't label me as no, quote, Boosie daughter, F a N-word." Then in the next slide, she said, quote, Don't know H word run in my blood. My mama blood run all through me. Like she damn near made me herself. Toriana's just a sperm donor that ain't my father. Don't act like one, never did, only acted like one when he knew props was going to be given or just for social media. Old social media loving A-word, I hate N-words, laughing and clown emojis. Now see, like I said, she's going a little too far with the whole, he ain't my father, I hate N-words and social media. Like I said, if I ever talk to my parents, any one of my parents like that, I'll be in somebody's grave. And the fact that she says my mama blood run all through me, like she's giving me the vibes that she's pretty much taking after the mother. Whatever love-hate relationship that her and Boosie may have, she done took up from the mother. I'm assuming Boosie and the mother don't have too much of a great relationship, and it seemed like she picked her side. But anyway, in the next slide, right, she goes on to say, quote, I don't care about all that. You don't need to post this. People want to see you down. Whoop the whoop. None of that fazed me because, okay, yes, I'm mad because that was my car, but it's the fact that N-word supposed to be a father, but N-word never had a father to be one, so I guess I understand. But still, don't front on social media or to people like you the father of the year, because you're not. It's N-words with no money and a better father than you. Sheesh. Then in the next slide, she says, quote, I never was big on him having money or materialistic ish, so him being a loss is nothing to me. He been a B-word and gonna stay a B-word. Really mad at myself for giving him another chance to be a dad. He an H-word and gonna stay a H-word. That's why he'll never be labeled as my father, cause don't know H-word run in my blood. F wrong. Alright, then the next slide she actually shows a car that Boosie provided for her. And I'm not gonna lie, I mean, any woman, any young teen or whatever in her place would be ecstatic, would be overly hyped to have a car like that, no matter what the color is. All right. But anyway, she posted the car, 2 pictures, one of her actually receiving the car and the other one in which she changed the paint color. And she says, quote, N-word wanted me to ride around in an old bubblegum A-word car and got mad because I changed it. B-word, it ain't my fault you got homophobia. Now, I don't know where that came from. And if she know anything about homophobia, she would know that he wouldn't give her that color car if he was or had homophobia. But anyway, in the next slide, she says, quote, N-word give his B-word the world and can't even support his own kids. Old tender D-word loving stunting for the gram A-word N-word. I could really air buku-ish out, but I'm gonna be humble. Laughing emojis before I tarnish a N-word career. Alright, then the rest of them was pretty much just a whole bunch of videos. Oh, and the next slide, there was another slide in which she posted herself. And she said, quote, that was the last post. I'm blessed and gonna stay blessed. I ain't Boosie's daughter, I'm God's daughter. She put the Bible verse, Deuteronomy 28th chapter through the 7th verse, where it says, quote, the Lord shall cause your enemies who rise up against you to be defeated before you. They will come out against you one way and will flee before you 7 ways. Yeah, this is, oh, in the next slide, she says, quote, when my older siblings got their car, their mom name was on it. He made sure his was on mine so he could take it back. So all that child support ish, not the reason. He been waiting on the reason to take it since I changed my color, and that's the last thing I'm gonna say about it. F a N-word. Sheesh. Then the next quote, she keeps saying that she's gonna stop talking about it, but she keeps talking about it. The next slide, she says, quote, only reason I remove my post cause all y'all doing is D-riding, but y'all gonna do that anyways cause he a rapper. I ain't disrespectful, I'm just finally speaking up. Don't give a F how you look at it. Wipe your tears, I ain't respecting no N-word who ain't respecting me, and he never respected me, so F a N-word. And I'm well taken care of. N-word must have forgot when he went to jail who took care of me. Alright, and then there was one more slide. The last slide where she actually made it the last slide. She says, quote, thanks for all the encouraging words. No, I didn't cry and no, I'm not hurt. I'm numb to him hurting me as a quote unquote dad, but been going through this ish with him for years. I'm numb to that ish now. I eat everything up that hurt me. Heart emojis. Mom raised me well. Now, as y'all can see, like I said, I think the mom had a lot of influence on her because she keeps, reverting back to her mom. And it sounds like she picked her side. Now, of course, Boosie would catch wind of this, and Boosie would respond to a Say Cheese post concerning his daughter getting on social media, airing him out, and he would say, quote, tell the truth. Your mom just put me on child support. That's how that go. You know what she did. You was in on it with her. Take y'all lick and wipe your tears. So I'm assuming that's where the whole wipe your tears part came when she said it, right? So, in a nutshell, Tori's mad with Boosie because he took her car back after buying her a car. However, Boosie is saying that the reason he took her car was because her mother put him on child support and she was in on it somehow, some way, right? Now, from my understanding, the only way you could be put on child support is if you aren't doing a thing for your child and it's proven by the courts that you aren't. So if he's saying that she had something to do with him being put on child support, maybe when her mom went to the courts to begin the process, Tori was in on it by agreeing with the mother to the courts that Boosie doesn't do anything for her. All right. And the sad thing about child support is that you could do the world for your child, but if you don't have no receipts or money order or anything proving that you bought or paid for something, you know, according to the years of the child, then your word don't mean nothing. And it's sad. You could still be put on child support and you do the world for your kid, but if you don't have no receipts or anything proven, it's over. All right. So once again, I don't know why he feels she was in on it or how, but that's Boosie's side of the story. You know, and I'm not gonna lie, man. Everybody got their different opinions on child support, but a lot of people feel that once you put that father on child support, whatever they ask, you know, whatever they ask from that father, that's what he gives you, and that's it. Once you get the courts involved, that's kind of it, man. And so that means anything extra that he done did for you, anything, you know, that he went out his way to do for you other than what the courts asked of him, it becomes null and void. And I'm assuming that's how Boosie felt about it. He like, yo, listen, I bought you the car, I bought you whatever, and this how you repay me? All right, cool. So, to be honest with you, let's talk about this, right? First things first, when you run to social media with your problems, I don't care what anybody say, but I automatically feel you're looking for attention. Putting the world in your business does nothing but amplify the situation. It makes it worse because not only is Boosie a public figure, but at the end of the day, what can anybody else do about y'all problems? You know, nothing. You put people in your business and they can't do a thing to help you in the first place. So what's the point? The only person that could do anything to make amends of that situation is her or Boosie. All right. Now, I also understand that Boosie and the mother don't have a good relationship with each other. And I think that's where everything really stems from. No child should have to suffer because two parents aren't on the same page. The child had nothing to do with it, and the parents should be cordial enough to raise the child. However, sometimes when the child is heavily influenced by one of the parents, they tend to shun or talk down on the other parent due to being influenced by the other one. All right. I've seen this plenty of times. And I think if you influence your child willingly to dislike the other parent due to y'all differences, that's just wrong. All right. But that is something that definitely happens on a lot of occasions. And it's unfortunate, man. Aside from all this, I'm not picking those sides because we really don't know what's what and what's going on. But to be honest with you, his daughter does sound like she's definitely highly influenced by her mother. I'm not saying maybe Boosie didn't do something right at some point in time. I'm not saying she's wrong for feeling a way for whatever she feels about Boosie because we wasn't there. But the way she's speaking towards him, you know, and keep giving credit to her mom, and she's speaking towards him as if she's referring to someone on the street, or she's talking to one of her ops or something, man. I know she's mad, but at the end of the day, that's still your father. And I was raised that you're supposed to have the utmost respect for your parents no matter what. You know, good, bad, or indifferent. But like I said, she's speaking on Boosie as if he's like some stranger on the street. You know, she went on about Boosie taking her car. But if he's such a bad father and he was never there for you, you shouldn't want anything from him in the first place. As bad of a father as you say he is, she had no problem taking the car from him when he gifted it to her. You know? And maybe she sees the other kids, you know, Boosie's other kids living a life that she expects to have or feels she should have as well. You know, because she did mention that everybody else had, you know, their names on a car, whatever the case may be. Maybe she's looking at them, looking at the immediate kids that's around Boosie all the time, that he's actually good, I guess, with the parents. So maybe she's looking at that like, all right, well, I should have that. I should have this. I should have the chain. I should be living in this house. I should be driving this. I should have, you know, sometimes kids can feel entitled, man. But the problem is Boosie is not as cool with her mother as he may be with the rest of them and their mothers. You know, a lot of the time it's only like that because the father and the mother are on shaky terms. So unfortunately, it like trickles down to the kid. And I'm not talking about like how he treats her, like things like that. I just mean in the sense that he may not be around her too much because she's around the mother that he doesn't want to be around. So the mother who the father is more close to, that's usually the kids who receive the most attention because the father are around them more. You know, it's not about, oh, I love this one more or I love that one more. It's not. But this is what happens, fellas, when you have multiple kids by multiple baby mothers. It sounds cool to do, but sometimes it's not all it's cracked up to be because you start going through things like this. You know, and I get it, she's mad. However, the way she's going off and calling him an HOE and saying he a B word and all this, that just goes to show me that deep down inside, I don't think she ever had respect for him on that level as her father. You know, and she does seem heavily influenced by the mother because she keeps saying, ain't no HOE in my blood. I'm my mother's child, things like that. You know, I didn't have my father for 10 years of my life, right? And even when he did come back in the picture, it was a bit awkward, but I still never disrespected him to any degree. You know, he never gave me a reason to, and even if he did, it wouldn't be like this. I'll walk away before I have to call my mother out her name or my father or any of that. He's my father at the end of the day, so that respect for him will always be there in that regard. But even if I ever got mad, it wouldn't be to this extent, especially going on social media. So that's pretty much it, man. I know I was rambling. It's just these kids these days is getting out of hand. I don't know whether it's social media. I don't know whether it's TV, movies, videos, music, celebrities. They're just so out of hand. The respect level, you know, that they have or lack thereof for their parents or older people, adults in general, is just not there, and it's crazy. You know, so anyway, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. And I'm out.